Now, I need to make this video because I need to clarify something that many people don't really understand, and that's about the ancient technology of the illumination, the technology of creating light well before the light bulb. Now, there's two problems linked to this. The first one is that many people are actually erroneously comparing this with lost technology of Tartaria, which is actually not the case. This is a technology which has been in quite for a while, and this technology is called the electrical lamp, or also known as the arc lamp. Okay, now this was made at somewhere in the 19th century, and this is the responsible one for many people misinterpreting this and saying that effectively we are seeing an ancient lost technology, or like a technology from Tartaria, a civilization which disappeared. This actually is not the fact here, because this illumination here we see, this one here for example, this is already from the early 20th century I believe, so obviously these are just normal lights, but here we see also the same problem. So to clarify this a bit more, let's go to this particular very interesting article. Moonlight towers, light pollution in the 1800s. At the end of the 19th century, many towns and cities were lit up by powerful electrical lamps placed on towers up to 90 meters high, or 300 feet. Now, the arc lamp, such as is known here, the first electrical light and the predecessor to the Edison incandescent light bulb, was extremely bright and much more energy efficient than other lighting technologies from that time. Now, the arc lamp, was invented and demonstrated by Sir Humphrey Davy at the very beginning of the 19th century. So this technology in England was already gradually implemented from the early 19th century, and by the end of the 19th century, this was used in many places in the world. Davy, who can be considered the true founder of electric lighting, discovered that a blinding white light was produced by hooking up two charcoal rods to a battery and bringing them very close together, causing electricity. In an incandescent light bulb, an electric current is transformed over a filament, but in the case of the arc lamp, this happens through the air instead. If two electrified carbon rods touch each other, some of the carbon vaporizes. By further moving the rods just a little bit apart, the current flows through the vaporizing carbon and spans the air gap with an arc of intense light. Very simple. You're separating carbon and you're creating effectively this, right? This very bright light. So yeah, this is the example here. So you have the two carbon rods, you have the current going through them, and they effectively create that massive, huge light. So yeah, this is, guys, where it all came from. And this photo here, which many people say, oh, this is like the ancient kingdom of Tartaria and all that stuff, it's a complete lie. That's not true. This particular light here is only literally possible with the technology which was created officially and is known about by this person in England. Very simple, very basic, okay, using just carbon, okay. Now, the first arc tower was erected in San Jose, California in 1881. It stood at 237 feet tall and was supplied with 6 arc lights, boasting a total light production of 24,000 candle power. That's pretty strong. The Eiffel Tower. The idea of placing arc lights on the towers did not go unnoticed in Europe. It is believed that the Eiffel Tower in Paris, finished in 1889 and also equipped with powerful arc lighting, was inspired by the first San Jose Tower. The American city even sued Paris unsuccessfully. That's right, because of their strong light, they tried to sue Paris. Yeah, guys. Arc light kills smoke. So yeah, so look at this, guys. This is exactly what's been happening here, and this is the technology. I mean, it's all explained, and this is the problem here when you have people who do not really study like the technology from the past in a very strong way, and they just see photos shared on social media like this one and like, oh my god, this is like ancient technology and other stuff. But actually some of these are just fires, and some of them are obviously arc lights which were used in the past, and some of them are light bulbs. Okay, very simple. Now, still, this still doesn't answer that some of them here have very interesting lights. For example, this one, you can't really tell from which year it is, but maybe most likely from the end of the 19th century, and has lots of very small tiny lights here, which obviously they're not arc lights. It's more like light bulbs, which doesn't have any particular explanation right now. But many other of these are effectively, yeah, just simple arc lights, which were made by the technology possible because it was invented in the 19th century. So guys, hopefully this clarifies some of the misunderstood aspects of the light, which was not from Tartaria. This light was possible because some very basic technology and know-how of using carbon and creating that strong light because of that reaction of the vaporization of the carbon when they were next to each other by creating that strong light. So guys, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and of course you had fun with this, and at least you discovered that sometimes guys, things are not as they seem, and you have to dig deep to actually uncover the truth behind what people are saying, because otherwise you may be misled and believe something that's not true, but you just have no other choice because you don't have the source material yourself either. So guys, that's it for today's video on this very interesting topic, and as always, I shall see you later in the next one. Bye.